You know, you'd think that watching a parking lot for 12 hours would be boring. Yeah, you'd be right. uh, it, if you absolutely have to have something to do, this job would drive you absolutely nuts. I'm one of those type of people who can just kind of sit there and not do anything. In fact, if I'm just sitting there, like if if I'm driving with somebody and I'm perfectly content looking at the road, being quiet, just thinking about whatever it is I'm thinking about, and the other person tries to start up a conversation like every 3 minutes. Hey, did you see this? Blah 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 blah. And I'd be like, yeah, yeah, that was kind of cool. And then silence again, right? And then they'd come back and like, hey, what about this and this and that? Yeah, I'm dying to tell him to shut up. So yesterday, I had a bunch of ideas on stuff to do for my stick movies and a poster collection I wanted to start. But what I didn't mention was a few days ago, um, I was trying to figure out ways to improve myself, you know? And I thought, well, I've always wanted to learn how to speak Japanese. So, why don't I just go ahead and do that? I got the skill, I guess you could say, to learn. There's this test in the military that they'll give you that measures how well you can learn another language. I forget what it's called. And I scored high enough on that to work in intelligence in the military. But some stuff happened and I never got that position. I ended up doing computers instead. But uh, I thought, well, I can just learn Japanese. And then I was playing with the idea. I'd always wanted to go there and like as a tourist, because in the Marine Corps, I lived in Okinawa for 2 years, but I didn't do the tourist thing like I should have. And I've never gotten to see mainland Japan. I was like, well, it'd be kind of cool to go as a tourist, you know? If I knew the language, I'd be able to get around easier. And then I had the idea. I was like, well, if I was there as a tourist and I knew the language and this YouTube thing took off, I could earn a living and live in Japan. And I stopped and I let that simmer for a second. And I was so excited about the idea. I couldn't keep it to myself, so I was kind of sharing it. And it's like, it could really happen. You know, I could really, if these took off and my stick videos took off, those could be the way that I earn money, and then I could live in Japan. Now, how amazing would that be? And then you guys would get to see vlogs from Japan. I'd take trips to here and there because I could, and I wouldn't be tied down to a hourly job. And see different parts of Japan, and see different parts of the culture. And I'd hold contests and mail you stuff from Japan, which in Okinawa they had some pretty nifty stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna start learning how to speak Japanese, and then during when I start doing all the stick videos and all that stuff, we'll just kind of see how those take off if they do, and these personal vlogs, if these take off well enough, you know, I might be able to move there. That'd be kind of awesome. So I think tomorrow, yep, tomorrow I'll start. I'm gonna share with you some stuff that I learned about this relationship stuff that I screwed up on, the stuff that I missed, the stuff that I didn't understand, and stuff that I think, after helping my sister a few days ago, the stuff that I think both men and women need to freaking hear. So if you want some relationship advice from somebody who got it, stay tuned.